going on, you guys? Like, welcome you guys to another One Take Review. It's your boy Big Dog back with a review, and we got one today for Attack on Titan episode 57. That day where we get the origins, the history behind how the Titans came to be and how this war upon the world happened. And I don't think it's anything which we expected. The episode pretty much starts off with Grisha and his younger sister, and they get in trouble for going to their Eldians. I guess that race or whatever, the descendants of they're descendants of Ymir, which we got to get into in a second. Either way it go, they don't supposed to be out there with the Marlians. The Marlians. So they out there, they get caught, and Grisha's sister is murdered by one of the security guards, but Grisha's father doesn't want to hear it because he knows, like, hey man, if you don't be quiet, like, we don't supposed to be here. Like, they're being kind to let us live here. If we don't, you know what I'm saying, be quiet, that's what happened to her gonna happen to us. And Grisha's kind of like, dude, you a bitch. I kill your daughter, my sister. You just gonna allow that to happen? And the way that they killed her by like letting dogs. Like, the security guard was a piece of shit. I'm pissed off with his kill was like off screen. That's something that actually has bothered me about Attack on Titan this season. They haven't, usually in the first season they would show like when somebody gets bit and you see the like limbs being ripped off. Now this season they just been cutting away from it every time. And I know it's usually disturbing, but at the same time, that was one of the ones I wanted to see because it's like he's about to get his head chopped down on a little bit. So I would enjoy to see that. But either way, we get the history of the Titans, and we found out that Ymir made a deal with the Earth. So we got some mystical stuff actually playing a part in this. I wonder if somebody else just making another deal. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, she made a deal with the Earth. That could possibly end up being a lie, though. But like I said, she made a deal with the Earth, and she became a Titan. And then she had She had 9 subordinates, I guess we would say, and those subordinates were used to build the land of Eldian, and that land was a prosperous land. And then they used their power to go try like overthrow other places and create like a better world or expand the Eldian Empire until one day the King Fritz decided he no longer wanted to be in conflict. And so he decided to take his shit, and he had the I guess I'm gonna call it the Conqueror Titan power, and the way he could control other Titans. And he used his shit and like, hey, I don't want to be a part of this no more. You guys can fight. And then that gave like infighting between the other 8 Titans, and so the Marlians were able to like take back their territory and take control of the fight. And like now, the king, like, hey, cool, do what y'all do, but I don't want to be a part of this shit no more. Okay, so that's where we get. He takes and creates like colossal Titans and put them. That's how the walls were made for Wall Rose, Wall Moria. Excuse me, I apologize. And like all the walls that we know that are, you know what I'm saying, protect everyone. And he also uses power. We know the history. He uses power to erase everyone's memory. But he always said, he always told us, if you guys ever attack this place, I will use the Titans in the wall to flatten the earth. So it's like, hey, I don't want to be a part of this shit. I'm going to do my own thing, live as civilization, and people don't know they don't know it's a world outside of this. And especially because the world is so small. It's just one island and then another nation next door. And that's all they know. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. It can be like way more technological advanced places out there, but the only thing they know is the places inside the wall and that on that island, Paradise Island, and like the nation next to them, which is Marley. And so it's crazy because you're thinking about how the Marley is like, so they use their influence. And everybody knows this. The stories are told by the victors. You know what I'm saying? If whoever's victorious tells the story. But you know what I'm saying? The truth that always seems through the crack. There are people who know the truth. And so the Marleyans will always tell people that the subjects of Ymir were just people who went around ravaging towns and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to take over shit just because. And so that they were the people who stopped them for like good reason. And like I said, the story is told by the victor, so you don't know how much is one thing is true, how much one thing is not true. You also find some interconnectivity between Zeke and Aaron. Zeke is Aaron's older brother. Zeke snitched on Aaron's daddy and got him almost executed, but what's the name infiltrated the kingdom. Grisha infiltrated the kingdom to try to get the power of the conqueror type. The reason he needed to do that is so he can, like, I guess, go take over Marley, you know what I'm saying, and stop all this stuff that's going, because the king set out to fight, which gave Marley the power. And so now they're trying to get that back, but I'm pretty sure Zeke and them don't want that to happen because they still rocking with the Marlians, and so they're like, hey, we're gonna have to wage war on these people who don't know their history. It's not complicated, but it's just a lot. It's a lot of story that you got in this one episode, but it helps you. It's gonna help you moving forward, knowing things like this. You know what I'm saying? And it was one thing that was just so ironic to me is the fact that the Titan that killed Aaron's mother was the woman that Grisha, she was actually a royal as well, that Grisha was married to. And it's kind of like, it's kind of irony to that. It's like, you fucking my husband. You got a baby by my husband. She ate her. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of seems kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it. But then technically, Aaron killed Zeke's mother and his stepmother in a way. You know what I'm saying? It's so weird. With the beef between those two was like real deal. And I'm kind of wondering who are the 9 Titans that the 9 subjects of Ymir. I'm pretty sure the Armor Titan's one, the Beast Titan's another one. I don't want to say a Colossal Titan is one because they use Colossal Titans to build the wall, so I don't know if that's necessarily going to be one. But I know those 2 have to be done. And then the one, whoever has like the Conqueror's Titan ability, so that's 3. And so I'm pretty sure there's 6 other ones with amazing abilities as Titans. I think that maybe the dinosaur Titans are actually a thing. You know what I'm saying? I know we see them in like the intro for like season 2, or was it first part of season 3? I don't know. Either way, I think that's gonna have to come back into play some kind of way. And all those different ones have different abilities, and so now the wars you're still fighting to protect the people inside the wall, but now I think the fight shouldn't necessarily be. Well, I don't think the fight should be to protect the people inside the wall. I think the fight should be to, like, hey, we have to get out of here. There's so much more out of there. We have to wage war against the people outside the wall. We have to basically get an army of Titans. They need an army of Titans, if I'm being honest, to invade Marley, even though Marley is pretty much, I think at this point, if you just think about it, their military has to be so much better at this point. I think the final battle maybe should like be waged at the desert, or, you know what I'm saying, by the ocean or something like that. It made this a lot more interesting, I have to say. I'm very, very looking forward to where things head, and we have even more information next episode. I thought this was season finale, but it's not. I don't know how many episodes we have necessarily left. I think it's either 4 or 6, possibly even 3. I don't know. I have to check after this, but I'm very, very intrigued, and like shit just got real. Shit just got real, people. But you guys let me know what you thought about these revelations down in the comment. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.